So how do you do your pattern? This is my very old-fashioned knitted top, and it has got a high neck, but even if you take a very simple crew neck or round neck, it's absolutely fine. If you've got a sleeveless item, it would be great, but if you have sleeves, it's fine. I can show you how to do it. I have folded this top into half, edged the fold into the paper here. Now this has got a high neck. If you can see, the neck is coming a little bit higher, but you don't need the high neck, so you need to have this point. Where my V neck ends, I have just made a little pencil mark, so that would be my neck drop. And when I come to this side, I have just taken the shoulder slope, I have outlined my line. Now if you fold your armhole, this kind of comes into a curve. Basically, I have given ½ inch extra all around. When it comes to the chest line, from the chest going to the bottom, I have given 1 inch. When it goes to my hip line, I have given 2 inches because my bum's a little bit bigger, so I need a little bit more. So it's a lot because this is quite a stretchy fabric. That's why I have just taken it around. So you need to find something that fits you really well and go and do this pattern. So basically outline this pattern and do about 1 inch of neck drop at the back because we don't need the front. I'll show you what to do with the front. Okay, so all the 10 tops, whatever we're going to do in the next 10 weeks, we're going to cut it out of this one. And I'm going to show you how to make a sleeve pattern, because if you copy the sleeve in this one, you'll end up like the opposite side of this curve, which is not right. So very simply, the way to do sleeve pattern is this. Now I'll keep this aside. Okay, I have patched up 3 A4 sheet papers and folded on either side, and when it's on fold, it's coming exactly 25 inches or 63.5 centimeters. I'll tell you why I have folded on either side. Okay, let me go to the close-up and I'm going to show you, this is the area you need to watch carefully if you're making your own sleeve pattern. So I'm going to do a close-up. Okay, now from here, from the top of the fold, I'll explain to you later why do we need this fold. From the top of the fold, I have marked about 4.5 inches or 11.5 centimeters, and from that mark I have taken about 7 inches or 18 centimeters. So there is my point. Now I will leave about 5 centimeters or 2 inches on the top here, and then from that corner to this point I'll draw a straight line and then measure that straight line, and that's approximately about 7 inches, so somewhere halfway through it's about 3.5 inches. I make a mark and then I go like a little dip. Sorry, that was wrong, I should go the other way around. So I go like that and then I go like that. So if I can make a really thick marking, and now, so when you come to this, if this is a nab, just take this ever so slightly dipping, so you kind of end up with a neat curve. You need to measure your wrist, how much ever your wrist is, and give it a little bit more. And now mine is coming about, I mean on the tight it's only about 5.5 inches. My wrist is quite small, but usually between 7 and 8 inches is normal. So I think I'll be happy with 7 inches because this is, I'm doing a jersey stretchable fabric, so I can put it on and take it off. So I'm going to go for 7 inches. So 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5, but I need to give a little bit extra for the seam allowance, so I'll take 4 inches and I'll make a marking there. And from there, from the point here, the armhole point to there, I'll just go and draw a straight line. Okay, at this stage, this width is quite wide, so go and measure your upper arm. This will be just the upper part of your arm, and then see how much you need. So I don't really need this much because my upper arm is quite small. So I'm going to trim this down somewhere, and from here this is about between 2.5 to 3 inches. So I'm going to take about 15 centimeters or 6 inches, and then from this curve I'll just take it, taper it down. From this point, taper it down and go all the way till the wrist. Okay, before you go ahead and cut this, take your body panel, leave about a centimeter on the top, and then from here just measure how much is your armhole, and this is coming about 8.5 inches or 22 centimeters. So you need to go and measure from the fold of from the beginning of the sleeve. This is basically a fold. Go and measure this, and it needs to measure exactly, it's about 22 centimeters or 8.5 inches. I'm a UK size 10, so if you're a size 10 or 12, this should fit you perfectly. If you're a larger size, I'm going to put up some measurements in the comment box down below so you can have a read, or just email me and I'll reply. Okay, so now I go ahead and cut this curve, and that is my sleeve pattern done. Okay, there's my sleeve pattern, and because I had made a small fold, see, you get a little sleeve. If you wanted to have a cap sleeve, then you could use that as your cap sleeve, but just make sure when you close it, you might have to close it from this point up to very, very tight wherever you want the armhole, you know, the upper arm width is. But that's just going to be my template. And if I take you to the bottom, I've got this sleeve that is extending. Now you could, I'm going to fold this upwards. You might want a sleeve that has got a little bit of cuff going this way, so that's very handy if you have that. If not, if you don't need it, then I would suggest this, cut it off about an inch away from the bottom. So when you actually cut your sleeve, you're going to open this fold and cut from the top all the way down, because when you do your sleeve hemming, this is going to fit perfectly into your sleeve.